Johnny Test was one of those shows that I think a lot of people, when they think of it, they're like, that show sucks. I hate that show. It's just a rip-off of Dexter's Lab. I hate that show. It's a show that they always hate, basically. But for me, it was not that it was a new generation. I mean, I love Dexter's Lab, but I didn't grow up with it. I remember back in the day, this was when the Kids WB, it was like a local channel that was on my TV station. Back then, and still today, I didn't have any cable TV. I had it for a little while, but I didn't have any cable. So the only thing that was on was like the Kids WB. That's how I got my Saturday morning cartoons. And what was on was, I remember 2 shows distinctly today. And I don't remember any of the other shows. They had like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that stuff. Everybody remembers that. But there were 2 shows that one of them they don't remember, or everybody that I talk to really doesn't remember that show. And the other one, everyone knows the show because it's been redone many, many, many times. One of those shows was called Shaolin Showdown. It was right before the Kids WB was going to cancel, and they were never going to air the Kids WB again. And then, right after that, they had promos, everything like that, about this new show coming on called Johnny Test. I was all on board. It was really... the first episodes I saw, they were really funny. Really... I didn't care that it was like a rip-off of Dexter's Lab. The only Dexter's Lab episode I saw was the one about the mock fight, all that stuff. But, yeah, besides that, I was born in 1999. Dexter's Lab was ending in 2003, and I was like a baby then, so I wouldn't even remember what Dexter's Lab was. But Johnny Test was it for me. I was there at the beginning when that show aired. And I watched the first season, and I remember this distinct, different theme song that they just don't recognize it today. They don't play it today when they play it on Cartoon Network now. This is even before Cartoon Network brought it up. I think it was only on for the first season. And even on the DVD releases, or at least the one I have, the first episode, Johnny to the Center of the Earth, has that one that I remember for all the season 1 episodes. It was, this is a day in the life of a boy, this is another day in the life of a boy, just like that. And that's what I remember. That was the Johnny Test I remember. That was the theme song. So, I love that theme song. And then, right after, it was like hand-drawn, it was nice. And then, I never noticed this. And then, right after that, and like, a few years later, after Kids WB died, and it was never shown again, Johnny Test pretty much died with it until it was brought back to Cartoon Network. That was one of the only shows. There was no more Shaolin Showdown. I think that only lasted like a few episodes or like 1 season. There was no more of that. There was Johnny Test. That was the only show from Kids WB to make it to Cartoon Network. And the ironic thing is, today, Johnny Test is the most, I'm pretty sure of this, Johnny Test is the most longest running show on Cartoon Network, the first one, today. It's in its 6th season now, and all the seasons are really, really good. I like the 2nd season, the 1st season, and the 2nd season. 3rd season was great. I loved all that. 4th season, it was okay. It was great. 5th season, I like the new intro with all the new effects and stuff. And then the 6th season kind of got a little bit, you know what I mean? It kind of got a little down in quality. It wasn't like laughs. I just thought it got stupid, and I was blinded from the first few seasons. Everybody was telling me, how stupid this show is. This show is super, super, super stupid. It's dorky. It's dumb. It's stupid. I hate the in-jokes. I hate all this. I was like, what are you talking about? Johnny Test is a great show. And then I began to see that in the 6th season, there are some episodes that really, really stink. You know? But let's start with the 1st season. My favorite episode from the 1st season. Let's see. There are a lot of good ones. From the 1st season. I don't know. I gotta see the list again, but I like all the episodes. There was one where Johnny is like, if you want to see Johnny as a total brat and like a really bad kid and is like all disrespectful to people, you should see the one where I think it's called Fat Johnny, and he trades in a bunch of video games, and he only gets $3, and for payback to the clerk for cutting him a deal for getting like this girly video game, Johnny is like saying to him, you know, you're fat, you're ugly, go die, loser, basically. And they don't mention anything about, they twist it. I'm personally a Christian, okay? But if you go to, you know, that episode, they mention everything about karma. You're gonna watch out because karma's gonna get you, you know? So characters. Johnny is this typical 11-year-old brat. I don't know how this happened, but I think he's got like this flaming hair because, I don't know, his mom's got red hair, his dad's got blonde hair. They mix together and they get this flaming head of hair, basically. Susan and Mary. Mary's kind of the one that's like close to Johnny. She's like the one who cares about Johnny, is a flesh and blood brother, you know. Susan's more of like the science one where Mary's kind of like the one where she's hard, she can't really function without Susan's help. Susan is like the I'm something and you're nothing kind of sister. Is like, that's an urban legend. That's not true. She's basically an atheist, kind of. She's like saying, you know, that's a total myth. I hate that. Go die. And Eugene, which is like the person who likes Susan, Bling Bling Boy, who likes Susan, she is being really rude to him. I mean, yes, he's round, he's fat, so what? I mean, you could at least just be nice to him. Go on a date with him. I mean, give him what he wants. I mean, you don't have to marry the guy. I mean, if you give him what he wants, maybe then he'll like you and he'll stop doing the evil stuff to destroy the town for you, you know? He destroys the town because he likes you. Continued in part 2.